Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Did you get a graphic yesterday about my coffee cup? Can you put that in the screen? Do you have that? Okay, put that up there. Okay, you want a free cup? All right, here's the only thing we got to change on that, okay? Let them know today I'm doing 20, which is cool. I like the graphic. But, Graphic Expressions gave me this cup. They said, we want you to have this. It has our new logo on it, FYN TV, FYN, News Sports TV. It's great. We love this cup. But you got to text me, 706-889-9700. You got to text me, Merry Christmas, BKP. If you say Merry Christmas, BKP, the first 20 people that do that this year, I don't have the money for 40 or 60 cups or 1,000, okay? We'll get there. But this is my Christmas gift to the first. Merry Christmas, BKP, at that number, 20 of them. And shipping, handling, everything. It's 100% free, no catch, all right? I'm going to send you my new coffee cup. All right, now back to me there, Phil. Trump is, let's show him how to get in touch with the show again, like you did. Thank you very much. One more time. There you go. Okay. Trump, the president of the United States, is out there tweeting like a madman. But this is the segment I told you I wanted to do. Now, I have a problem with this guy here, and I'm going to say, let me say this. Here's what the segment's about. Now, I like the governor of Georgia. I do. I like Governor Brian Kemp. Met him several times personally. I think he's a good guy. I like the governor. There's a couple things he did in his first here in the first year that I just a little iffy on, but nothing that turns me against the governor and not supporting the governor of Georgia, Brian Kemp. But I say this with all due respect, sir. Get off your damn hands and appoint a senator. First of all, I'm not getting ugly. I say this, I'm not, okay? Number two is Johnny Isakson, okay? Now, for quite some time, Johnny needs to go home. Johnny's health has deteriorated, and we wish him well, okay? But there's Johnny's health, which has deteriorated, nice man, and then there's Johnny, the liberal senator from Georgia, and we need a conservative. So Johnny Isakson, our senator, said he's going to retire, and as of December 31st, he will no longer be the senator of Georgia, and we need somebody to fill the term, which requires an appointment from the governor. Now, right now we have, I don't know how many candidates, and I don't know why the governor's dragging his feet here, because he's a smart man and he knows what he's doing. Now, here are some of what I feel are front runners. Give me number 3, and I'm going to highlight this. I want to do this. This is one of my, this is a couple of my favorites. This is Congressman from the 9th District, Doug Collins. Congressman Doug Collins from the 9th District. Here's number 4. All right. This is Congressman's look of Jerry Nadler. I'm about to go medieval on your ass. And here's number 5. If you've not watched a Congressman in Judiciary, Congressman Doug Collins, get the popcorn ready, Congressman. That's get the popcorn ready. So many feel he is the top pick, or the top of the list, should be somewhere around there, okay, to be appointed the next senator from the state of Georgia. I really take to task what somebody said to me the other day. I did not like it at all, and I don't want this country to get to this point. I want us to go with the most qualified. I really want to get this country back to a point to where the most qualified person for the position, no matter where it is, should have the position. As somebody said to me, he is too white. That's exactly what I was saying. He was too, look at his age, and he's too white. He just can't be the guy. And I was like blown away. Really? And that's what I was told. Now, here is number 6, Jan Jones. All right. Now, this is not directed at Representative Jones. She's a state representative. Wait a minute, I got it here. Jan Jones is the Speaker pro tempore, Georgia, right? That's why it's tempore, right? Speaker pro tempore. Georgia House of Representatives, okay? She's the co-chair of the Grace Commission. First elected to office in 2003, Representative Jan Jones has distinguished herself as a passionate advocate for changing lives and increasing economic opportunity through improved public education and government closer to the people. All right? So she is a representative. Her name has come up. There's been some that says, hey, Georgia has to step into the next century, is what I've heard, and there needs to be a woman senator from Georgia. Is that now, I'm not saying she's not qualified, folks, but is that the reason? Collins should not be senator because he's white, male. Georgia needs to step into the next generation and pick a woman. Now, I'm not telling you this woman's not qualified. I'll leave that to the judgment of the people, all right? But this is what we're hearing. Now, I'm going to give you one more. There's a lot of candidates. There's one more, and this is number 7. And number 7 there, I have it right here. Number 7 is the Georgia Supreme Court Chief Justice Harold Milton, which we know the Georgia Supreme Court Chief Justice Harold Milton has met with Governor Kemp concerning the position as senator. All right? So there's a lot of speculation, okay, flying around. There's discussion. I enjoy it because I make some phone calls throughout the day and put my ear to the ground and see where I hear the earth rumbling. I don't hear a lot of discussion, but a little bit of if he would be the choice, who would be the new Supreme Court Justice. Jan Jones, I don't hear a lot where she's concerned. Number 6, right? That's Jan, okay? I don't hear too much where she's concerned if she becomes the next senator of Georgia, who would take her place. But this one here, I hear a lot, okay? Sorry about that. Let me turn the volume down. This one I hear a lot. Let's go to, sorry about that. I want to get this volume off. All right, so this one here, there's a whole lot of talk about this guy right here, number 5, Doug Collins. All right. And just in the rumor mill, there's a lot of people that are floating out names that would run, against, run for the congressional seat in the 9th District. I've heard some names. I'm going to leave them alone right now. But a lot of names are floating out of who wants to run for his seat in the 9th District. So it leads me to believe it could be the congressman. All right, let's get all that behind us, and let's just say this, okay? Governor Kemp, you've got to make a move, and you got to do it soon. What is up? What is he up to? What is he doing? Because, first of all, right now, the fundraising season is out. All right? In political terms, we might as well be at the end of the year by now. Okay? Might as well be. Right now, Thanksgiving's in a couple weeks. Family, friends, even elite that have the money, they're planning Christmas parties, Thanksgiving dinners, where they're shopping, where they're going to vacation in warmer climates through the holidays. Are they going to book a cruise? Whatever. They're not looking at a politician sending out fundraising letters. So the political fundraising season for the potential senator is closing in. Drastically closing in. Then, he's got to make a move. All right? So it's drastically closing in. Then, when he makes the appointment, if he does, okay, if he makes the appointment, right, then the first of the year, the new senator cannot be out campaigning, cannot be out fundraising. They have to be in Washington, D.C. 6 days a week and are not allowed to campaign and fundraising during what? An impeachment trial, right? I know impeachment is on everybody's brain, but let's go into the Senate, the next level of this charade, the next level of this coup. Let's find out what Governor Brian Kemp is thinking and waiting for. So while we're waiting on that, let's look at, give me number 8. Now, I'm not a fan of this guy, okay? I'm not a fan of this guy. Sorry about that. This is Senator Richard Burr from North Carolina, and him and Mark Warren, Collins kicks Nadler's ass. Nunes is no friend whatsoever that I could tell of Adam Schiff. But this guy, Richard Burr, and Mark Warner from Virginia, they hold hands and skip down the hall together. This guy, I hope the state of North Carolina gets rid of this guy soon. But Senator Richard Burr, the ranking member, okay, in the Senate, Republican, predicts the Senate handling of potential articles of impeachment could take up to 2 months. Are you joking me? Are you really? See, the trial is in the Senate. I know what you're saying. BKP, would you chill? It hasn't even made it out of the House. We haven't even seen our first 10 a.m. witness. We don't even know what the vote will be. We don't know what will happen. Are you really taking us to the Senate side now? My prediction is they will vote to impeach. That's my prediction, okay? And what that does is that in my words, okay, because a lot of people don't understand it, sorry about that, but the House of Representatives, they will create articles of impeachment, all right? And it's not the same, but it's similar to a grand jury, okay? Because you're not going to go to trial until you get, okay, you go, and I've been there. So you got a grand jury, and I'm going to put it in terms that people will say, you're not presenting it correctly. I have to say I'm presenting it in a way I hope people understand. So you ever been on a grand jury? All right, then you have the opening, okay? The sealed opening. It won't be the same. It'll be public, but the sealed opening. And then you have a judge say, in the case of so-and-so, so-and-so, these 5 charges, read the charges, a true bill, okay? What does that mean? That means it goes to trial. It goes to a judge, goes to trial. Well, a no bill, what's that mean? It means that the grand jury could not find sufficient enough evidence to send it to trial. So simply like this, the House of Representatives, they're going to pretend to have sufficient amount of evidence. They are going to write articles of impeachment, and then they're going to vote on them. Okay? Those are the charges. All right? The articles will be the charges. They'll vote on it, a full House. When the House votes on it and it passes, it will then go to the Senate for a trial. Absolutely. when it gets there, it's up to the Senate to put it on what we'll call the court calendar. All right? That's where Mitch McConnell could say, this is, in the great words of Lindsey Graham, this is bullshit. We're not even going to take it up. But they're feeling they have to do a trial for the American people. I told you earlier, whether you want to believe me or not, the American people are not sitting back wondering, okay, is my life, is the country in danger because President Trump inquired about corruption in a country like Ukraine? I mean, the guy's not in an impeachment inquiry in public hearings over something that happened in Iowa or Nebraska or Kansas. This is Ukraine. And I do know our founding fathers were very clear on trying to do what they can to make sure there was never any foreign government or foreign interest that interfered in our country. I got it. So I'm not just looking past that. But this guy here, okay, this guy here says, Senator Richard Burr predicted the Senate handling of potential articles of impeachment could take up to 2 months. We basically hear the case, and then we have to come to a verdict. That will probably be 6 to 8 weeks process. Burr said at the event at Wake Forest with Senator Mark Warren, Democrat from Virginia. They're out skipping around holding hands together. Okay? Burr's comments come as the House is set to enter the public phase of their coup, the public phase. All right? 6 to 8 weeks. Now, do you realize the Senate is required to be there 6 days a week? 6. Monday through Saturday. Required. Do you realize that the senators, while there Monday through Saturday, 6 days a week, cannot campaign and raise money? Absolutely. Can't. Do you realize what it's going to do to our candidate in Georgia if they get no fundraising in this year and they have to go 6 to 8 weeks next year not being able to fundraise and campaign? Senator Brian Kemp, what are you waiting on? What are you doing? How come you've not made a decision for the good people of Georgia? Let me tell you just a little theory. You do realize that it's possible. Let's just say it's possible. Let your host here get a little H2O. Hold on. Let's just say it's possible that there's talks right now in Atlanta of trying to convince Johnny to go back next year for about 3 months. Why? Because if Johnny goes back for about 3 months, this candidate will not have to run to finish Johnny's term. And this candidate could have a good 2 years. Is it 2 years left? See, right now they got to run to finish Johnny's term. But if Johnny starts next year, if he goes and starts another year of his term, then the candidate the governor picks will be out of the fray of everything and be able to actually fill out the term without an election. Interesting, huh? Interesting. Maybe that's why. Governor Brian Kemp, get off your hands and give us a conservative senator. We deserve it. Good people of Georgia deserve it. And second, who is the money behind it? Who's the political influence? Because I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to throw 3 of them out there. You have 2 or 3 pretty strong political influences in the state of Georgia that keep getting their way. Wonder who they're tied to. Huh? All the way up to the president? Never know. Richard Burr, Mitch McConnell, you don't have to hear this when it comes. It's bullshit, like Lindsey Graham said. When it gets kicked over to the Senate, you could just say it's dead on arrival. But for this guy and Mark Warner of Virginia to be holding hands and skipping down the hall, saying it's going to take 6 to 8 weeks, so we could do everything. They're going to want to tell the American people we have been fair. We've been fair in the process. Well, we all know what fair is. Fair is a place you take a pig to win a blue ribbon. This is flat out bullshit. Okay? Sorry. I'm sorry, Lindsey Graham. Can we put the graphic up? Which one is it? Where Graham says this is number 41. All right? Lindsey Graham said it, not me. All right? Governor Kemp, get off your hands. Stand up. Appoint a senator to the state of Georgia. Do it. Get it over with. Richard Burr. Number 8. We don't need a 6 to 8 weeks hearing for a sham coup. Sham coup. All right? Take us to break. I'll be right back.